Duolingo turned a simple language app into one of the most valuable education companies in the world. And it did it with a model any founder can learn from. The surprising part is not how many people use it. It is how few of them pay and how much money it still makes. This video breaks down how a Duolingo-style app actually makes money and what it takes to build one well. Here is the model in plain terms. Duolingo is free for almost everyone, and it earns money from a small paying minority and from advertising shown to the rest. In its most recent full year, it earned about $748 million, up more than 40%, and it did so profitably. More than 100 million people use it every month, yet only around 8% of them pay anything at all. That works for one reason, which is engagement. Duolingo is built to bring people back every single day, and its daily active users have been growing more than 50% in a year. The lessons are not the moat. The habit engine around them is, and that is what any real clone has to get right. There is a second lesson hidden in those numbers. Because most users cost very little to serve, a tiny paying share is enough to fund an enormous business. And every extra free user still adds value through engagement and word of mouth. Duolingo also proved the model is not limited to languages, expanding the same engine into subjects as different as math and music. If the streak and the progression can carry someone through a language, they can carry them through almost anything worth learning. So the features that matter are the ones that build the habit. You need bite-sized lessons that feel easy to start, and a streak that users do not want to break, with points and leaderboards that make progress feel rewarding. Underneath that sits spaced repetition, which brings back what a learner is about to forget, and a reminder system that pulls people in at the right moment. A freemium billing system then turns that steady engagement into revenue. When it comes to building one, there are three broad paths. A fully custom build shapes everything around your exact idea, which gives the best fit but usually costs the most and takes the longest. A clone script starts from this proven model and adapts it to your subject and brand, which is faster and more affordable because the core is already solved. A white label solution is the quickest to launch, but you usually rent it and rarely own the code underneath. Cost and timeline depend on scope more than anything else. A focused first version, built around one subject, can often be ready in a matter of weeks, while a broad app with many courses and native mobile versions takes far longer. The smart move is to launch narrow, prove that people come back, and expand from there. Trying to build every feature before launch is how budgets vanish and projects stall. A few mistakes sink these apps again and again. The first is spending everything on content and nothing on retention. The second is renting software forever and never owning the code, which leaves your business dependent on someone else's pricing. The third is copying Duolingo head-on in languages instead of owning one subject or market the giant ignores. One more thing decides whether the money follows. The apps that monetize well make the free tier genuinely useful. Then, make the paid tier remove the small frustrations that heavy users feel most, such as limits and interruptions. Price it wrong and either no one upgrades or too many people leave. Getting that balance right is a decision you want to make before launch, not after. This is where we come in. At Xpertz, we work as a development partner for founders who want to build a gamified learning app they fully own. We help you choose the right path and build the app to your specification, then hand over the complete source code so the platform is truly yours. You bring the subject and the lessons, and we build the engine that keeps learners coming back. We also keep the whole process clear, with a written scope you approve before any work begins, and a timeline you can plan around. After launch, we stay on to support what we built, so you are not left alone with software you cannot manage. The point is for you to own a learning app that actually retains people, not a demo that looks good and goes quiet. If you are ready to build a learning app around your own subject, rather than rent someone else's tools, the next step is a simple conversation. There is no obligation, just a clear view of what is possible for your idea and your budget. To explore the solution, request a demo, or discuss your project, visit Xpertz-io.